What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel for another video. Today I'm going to tell you if I financed or I leased my 2020 Dodge Charger RT. Now I'm making this video because I saw everybody driving around in Mopar. I was like, hey man, they must be giving these things away. They must be cheap or something because everybody seems to have them and everybody seems to love them. So what's so great about them? Part of my research of having one. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. All right, guys, so I said I'm gonna tell you if I finance or lease my 2020 Dodge Charger RT. Now, I'm gonna just tell you off the bat, I financed it. And I financed it because this car is not something really, if you really get into financing and leasing, I mean, leasing has its benefits, but for what I'm gonna do to it, I'm gonna modify it, I'm gonna do stuff for my channel with it. So I needed to finance it, and for the price that they were selling it for brand new, there's really no point in me leasing it because it wasn't like it was a $50,000 vehicle or a 60 or 70. When you get into those higher price vehicles, then it might be considerable that if you're not putting a considerable amount of money down, you need to lease it, especially if you're gonna wanna upgrade later on. But this car, I mean, the scat packs, unless you get into a Hellcat, I really would say just finance it. Now, my financing. Now, there's really 4 ways to buy a car, and I don't know if you guys know this, but it's 4 ways to buy a car. You can pay cash, which I think is a terrible idea if I'm being honest with you. You can finance it, you can lease it, different types of financing. Leasing is always through the dealership where you buy the car, and usually you can only lease brand new cars because what a lease is you're paying the depreciation. You're financing the depreciation pretty much of the vehicle. So you say your lease is three years, you agree upon what price you can buy the car out for at the end of that 3 years and how much the car is gonna be worth, how much depreciation the car is gonna have, you're paying on that depreciation. It's usually why your payment is usually a little less. Now, and you have to agree upon the miles too. So, and then your money down that you put down is something that the dealership just says, hey, this is what we need, and it's based off your credit. Usually you have to have a very high credit score just to lease. Usually it's a ton of money down, depending on what vehicle it is. Usually it's a ton of money down, a few thousand down to lease a vehicle. But financing, you have 2 ways to finance. You can finance through them, they can find you a lender, which sometimes works out to be better because sometimes they can get you better interest rates, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4% interest opposed to the banks that you bank with, or you can find your own financing. I recommend looking into both because you never know, and if you have that, not everybody has that ability to look into both because not everybody can go to the bank and ask for a loan. Sometimes you have to go to the dealership to get it financed. Now, my car is financed through the credit union, which credit unions are not actual banks. They have the lowest rates because they're owned by the people who bank there. So they give them the lowest rates. My financing, I have 2% interest. The car MSRP of this car is $48,000. I got them down to, I believe it was $36,000 out the door. MSRP of it is $48,000. Counting for depreciation, this car is now worth, with 2,000 miles on it, is now worth between 33 and 36. So I pretty much came out winning with it. And I've had it a month and something now. Payment, almost $600 a month. A little more than what I was paying on my Elantra. So not bad for what I got. Now, like I said, I recommend financing these simply because that's better than leasing it. But that's just, these cars, when you buy cars, you have to negotiate the deal. Now, I'm not talking about places like CarMax where they say no negotiation, the price is just set. I'm talking about actual dealerships. You have to negotiate the deal. Because if you don't, you're going to be paying higher than MSRP, or they're going to throw whatever in there. They're going to do such and such and do this and that, and and whatnot, and that's not cool. This car is MSRP at 48, got it for 36. I know plenty of people who got a wide body scat pack right now, MSRP over 50, and they driving around in it and they got it for 33. So RTs, I mean, you gotta negotiate to deal with they don't really make much money off new cars. All the money is in the used cars. And you're upside down in these cars so quick, as soon as you drive them off the lot, you got 1 mile on it, and you already lost $10,000, $13,000. So guys, please, when you go buy a car, do your research, play the game. You need to be in control, not them. If they want to sell you that car, don't show them that you want the car, you need the car. If they want to sell that car, they will make you a deal. Plenty of times I've seen it, plenty of times over, plenty of times when I go buy cars. So if they really want to sell that car, they will figure out how to sell you that car. So just do the research, guys. As usual, guys, hit the thumbs up if you like what you see. Comment in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. And I'll see you guys next time.